Hey everybody, happy Friday to you. Thank you for coming and hang out with me again today. I appreciate it. We're closing out a three-part series, Why Crawl When You Were Created to Fly, with our final lesson entitled ButterFLY, Emerge and Soar. I encourage you to check out parts 1 and 2 if you haven't done so already, and let's go ahead and jump right in. Our two scriptural references for this series are Isaiah 40 and 31, and I'll read the Living Bible translation. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. 2 Corinthians 5 and 17, the NIV translation states, Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old has gone. The new is here. This entire series has been focused on becoming everything God intended for us to be and living the life that He died to give us. And as I stated last week, going through the process with God is necessary and it's required if we want to experience His best. What happens to the caterpillar inside of the cocoon is a mystery, but once the process is complete, there's a beautiful butterfly that is ready to be introduced to the world. Butterflies are known for their gorgeous yet delicate wings. No two patterns are the same. The colors and attention to detail is unmatched. Now, it's not like someone used paint and a paintbrush to color their wings. God is the master artist. No one can touch His level of creativity, beauty, and splendor. He always leaves us astounded, astonished, and amazed. There are even butterfly farms and museums all over the country where you can go and walk among these beautiful insects. And I will insert a few pictures right here so we both can enjoy this stunning creation. Y'all just look at the depth of color and detail, like, oh my goodness. I know I've said it before, but I will say it a million times over. Everything that God created is beautiful, and there are not enough words to describe how magnificent He is. Sometimes we just need to stop and admire the beauty that is all around us. It was single-handedly created by God. No man can take credit or duplicate what God has done, and all I can say is, how great Thou art. Butterflies and caterpillars are distinctly different, but the biggest difference is that one crawls and the other one can fly. The butterfly has a vantage point that the caterpillar doesn't. It can move faster, go further in a short period of time, but all this is a result of the transformation process of the caterpillar from start to finish. The purpose of our process is to shed the heaviness, the dead weight, and anything that caused us to crawl throughout life in the first place. It's the death of the old and the emerging of the new. Now, as rewarding as it is in the end, it is not fun while we're going through it. And if we could avoid it, we would. Even Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, in preparation to be crucified, He was like, God, I don't want to do this, but nevertheless, I will do it for you. Waiting is not something any of us like to do, me included, but it is part of the process. The waiting that Isaiah 40 and 31 speaks of, it doesn't mean just that we just sit idle and twiddle our thumbs. Waiting upon God means that our faith is in motion. We totally trust God by doing what He says, even though what we're believing for hasn't happened yet. Waiting on God and yielding to His process has lasting benefits. You will have strength that you did not have before. The stuff that you thought you would never be able to get over, it becomes a thing of the past. The pain that ran so deep in your soul, God will use it to empower you. Things that you normally would worry about or lose sleep over, you end up giving it to God. You overcome obstacles like a champ, and you pass tests with flying colors. You won't look the same. There will be a glow, a radiance, a shine, an illumination that you can't explain. People will be attracted to the light in you. You'll begin to see yourself the way that God sees you. And all of this happens as a result of going through the process. And as the old folk used to say, something on the inside, working on the outside, brought about a change in my life. And that something is a process orchestrated by God. The process is a win-win for everybody, but especially for you. So if you're tired of crawling, may I suggest to you that you let God know that you're ready, that you embrace the process He has for you. Let Him mold and shape you into the beautiful masterpiece that He originally designed you to be. You have been fearfully and wonderfully made, my sister, by God. There will never be another you, and you owe it to yourself to do whatever it takes not to crawl throughout your life. And just like those gorgeous butterflies that I showed you earlier, they emerge from the cocoon after the metamorphosis is complete. So let God finish what He has started in you, because there is more. There is so much more that He has for you. Your unique beauty is needed in this world, and it is time for you to emerge and soar. Thank you so much for hanging with me today. I appreciate you as always. I hope you enjoyed this series. Please consider subscribing while you're here, because it's my goal to build a community of women who encourage and celebrate each other as we all become everything that God had in mind. And I would love for you to join us. Turn on your notifications as well. And I also will leave my social media platform information in the description of this video. Join me next Friday for a new lesson entitled Get Up and Go. If we're ever going to be free from what they did, what they said, how they treated us, our own regrets and insecurities, then we have to leave the self-imposed mental prisons that we have placed ourselves in. So join me next week, sis, and let's get free. In the meantime, remember that you matter. In Christ, you are enough. You are never alone. And most importantly, you are eternally and unconditionally loved. I'll see you next Friday. Take care.